part of the enemies would boil the targets. Suppose probably both gone or also an obligation of a film for they couldn't pass the skirmish of. Wasn't that without so many sacrifices of the proper persons of? It's a vicious environment. These 7 million asking to get bombed into pieces. It should not be sort of a mutual decision. It should not depend on their decisions or probably also their judgments, also opinions of. But they must comply. They must obey. Recent that's another purpose from a purpose or also of. Even then, these checks on others' grammar, this bloody Qing will soon rush through, fake as parents. These are literally not living. That's why they don't care. They're not compassionate towards livings. Attacks other person when they're at dinner. No equity. You pronounce the equity with the swearing something was more legitimate than the proper person's. How long can Jeebus, a single fragile person for this mission, hold before they get boiled? The Christian groups are not without infiltrators. These notice there will be a chosen one, or at least prepared for, since they are saturated also on access. Those resources spent toward blockade towards the nationalists. Also studied what would the characters be. Already sent suffocations toward the massive amount of anti-hypnotists, they will burn. Because they asked for it repeatedly. SpongeBob can't even catch up to their amount of hatred, also these requests asking toward it. What makes other person irritated? None other than that. These are the monolithic hate groups. As soon as someone started, they must obey, then it immediately becomes therefore the other ones will be the aggressors. Or the other ones will be the dominant ones. Despite supposedly underling bosses receives more welfare, also has almost the entire social notion fitted exactly for those consumers as the master also of Republics, not Republics of. Yet they will remain at the employee seats. Some of those play roulette. They want to play roulette. They get sniped. They go as the rules of the roulette follows. Throughout noticing these school periods, or probably also jails posted at schools, has been these various zombification recruitments by speaking dishonest words. It's not particular they ask to speak dishonest words, but they checkpoint the person or probably will surround the person toward they has to speak fake words because already their movements are isolated. That's at the current point. If our guys are more crippled, yet will pick up the stick, hammer through them. There should be a system work toward it, but probably also not request. Probably wouldn't need from the Matsuman zombie system. The proper person are Holocaust survivors. Some of them have to shut their own partners to get through the prosecution for these Matsuman Nazis. Operate as if living tackle towards living. Fake parents, fake family members. They invite, oh, you should murder us. Murder them, or you probably delete them are not the objective. We probably not the goals, probably also some of the descriptions of. Almost every person has been contaminated by this mass amount because noticing the persons aren't away from this public is also status quo. Those don't care. It's not jokes to calculate, okay, now they're happy, then goes there to attack. They've been operating as snow principles. Also the spread of the zombification, study livings. The dishonest probably should be more potent because in particular are more free. They're not stranded or sanctioned by ethics. The blood rhythms these renders for. If Jeebus get injured enough, he remembers wrong. Suppose after all these years of similar concussions, devastations of probably also combo with the earlier ones, would he just directly stab towards them? They want to be buried on the bridges with the debris, with the fallen coals, splitting onto their corpses? It couldn't be this ignorant of it. Also, no particular person could be trained towards ignorance of it. What a bloody mess. During this operation, and then the vast amount of these Nazis don't care the proper person are free to speak up. They are forced to stab their own peoples. It's just expanded, it's just efforts spent towards combat towards proper persons. Also other similar descriptions of why this bloody chain could soon arrive any moment. Also multiple instances. So that's at least I analyzed upon. That shouldn't be a requirement. If the Zombies are hostile, they should stick to their hostility. Or hostile. Those who operate multiple holocausts, they render the language so that it's less papalito or toca vivo. So instead of toca vivo, they say toad. To try that when someone is trying to punch on toad, that's off the rhythm. These prosecute towards Darth Vader's lungs. These utilize Sauron's eyes. Fights against the Singhad like a bunch of maniacs. Suppose somebody does remove lots of those, it will be from the summon of proper certain or proper because of exterior forces. Proper also majoring boost. Proper also similar words. Proper also similar description. Proper also that's proper also proper from proper also it boosted toward as a proper also similar of authority for proper also of a role of the anti sort of a guard. Proper or proper of Proper also toward those mass amount of criminals. Proper or criminals stuff. They're just going to bitchy insist operate as these undeads until the hot coals from these ovens get picked up and poured onto them. Then these slander all year, therefore our persons will do that. What person stating that would do that? Or has done that? Or has been such a case? The monolithic group continue to spread and hate. Every person knows the F word. Not speaking it may not equal to therefore they have insulted it. They're fully capable of speaking F word. This fakeriness are gonna get punished. Major Bob also considerable of major. What a bunch of mass mentis. Speaks about equity to fight equity. The fuck are that? Who the fuck else are like them? Notice that these degenerates doesn't support towards excellent also or not excellent. What other? How many of the other ones are similar towards also? Except they're identical. Probably also they're crude as opposites, or they're probably also they're puppets. Forces other person to swear against Hitler. How do they do that? Write these fake stuff, resumes. These want to resume, so these must be needleless also knifer'cists. These are two masters with the stolen tools from Walmart. So we have countered them after the police state pushes. These cerebrals will get severely dotted. But also if the escalation moves toward there. Understand? My little Palestinian bubbles was Walmart kids. Mass amount of mentis. Combine lots of these boogeymen. The boogeymen don't take warfare, they don't appreciate, not remotely towards that level of. Rob also until the Nazis remove it, Rob also much of the modernity suspects will be stated differently. Mass amount of hijackers. It'll be illegal for Jesus to even shoot a bullet towards these pathetic freaks that already the seals get plucked. They couldn't share a fair trade. Also share a bit of assassination of JFK. Gather them towards these various concentration locations. Spray the M60 towards those. Bob also had started. Bob also for recommendation. Suppose they continue injured towards Jesus, or probably also there has been infiltrated. These are more aggressive. The probably also will be opponents. It's just insist with this generic language. So there must be leaks of these. How many of the Jewish Cormac females are there? They're not living? It's better should declare themselves as fake. Was Cormac humans starting enough? Republic were humans. Also that Republic started. When they may get sent towards these very cookhouses, it becomes the flesh. Someone probably are the best. Someone probably would be a champion. Those against champion are not against. They are not promoting their own champion. They're against everyone. Also, they hijack corpses. But also for variants of, which probably also various levels of, but also similar descriptions. Pick your games up. You probably gotta pick the games up. You probably gotta more combative. Because they're fake infiltrators. It's these fake robots called humans are throughout, especially these public areas. These keep minimizing low signals not because they like others. They don't want to. Well, probably also don't want to allow them. Probably also with called foul intentions. Literally, someone made it out because some person survived because they juggled it. The Jews from Persia, the Jews from Arab, the Jews from Scandinavian countries, the regions, the Jews from Russia. Point a gun, shoot them discriminately. But also, because probably were also a fair share of the assassination JFK probably also RFK received it. And the shootout. It continue to be, or also become a shootout, but also for the Nazis, it may escalate, or it may become a toss of knives, but also events, or also events, but also other similar descriptions, but also other bubbles might also other descriptions. Which bubble also not a bubble so from bubble also. Similar descriptions of reason of proper or also there are bubbles and other reason bubbles reason bubble also reason bubble also for bubble reason for proper. That's it of this video or also video instance. Reason for proper. That's it of this video or proper also video instance.